Good morning. I actually wanted to say good morning with my tea. Oh, what was that voice actually? I have tea. It's not morning when I record this, but still I have tea. This is black pepper ginger tea. And it's this brand. What I love about this, and I realized this some days ago, it actually has a little saying on it, like for this one, for today, it is happiness is an accomplishment. Happiness is an accomplishment. Actually, it's a little cheating to have tea in my hocus pocus. I need coffee to focus. I actually believe I got this cup from one of my clients. Was it Annette actually? Can't even remember. Anyway, cheers out there for anyone who is drinking tea or coffee. If you're British, you probably do drink tea. Is this me manifesting me moving to UK? Shouldn't laugh about that. Don't laugh about your dreams. Okay, the sun is shining, it's still windy. Today has been a very magical day, so my yesterday, but now that I talk about it, it's probably something that could resonate for some of you to pay attention to. But remember, and this is once again also to pay attention to the signs and symbols that comes through the readings, or signs and symbols that you are getting guided to, and to trust and believe in the guidance. And the wind picked up with that, because yesterday, in one of the readings that I posted yesterday, first of all I talked about the number 333, to pay attention to that. I saw that today, so my yesterday, on numbers plates after receiving a ton of other signs. So it started out with me receiving, well actually, it started out with me receiving the sign of a butterfly, because when I started my walk, 3 butterflies played in the air, and I was like, huh, okay, because I mentioned that in yesterday's reading as well, one of them. But then I heard, you're going to explore a new path today, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Didn't really expect that to happen, because that I was going to walk my normal path, and I didn't really think about exploring at all. But then I actually ended up going a little bit further down the path that I normally take, and in the distance I saw purple. I was like, what the hell is this? And I luckily had my glasses on, so I could see that it was a field of purple flowers. And I actually filmed a little bit for you guys, so I will put the clip in now. I wanted to share this with you guys because I came across this field with so many purple flowers. It's so beautiful. It's the small stunning things that you unexpectedly find. That is today. But after I turned to the side and I saw there was a new path, just as the voice said, just as my intuition said. Sometimes I'm always confused, like, is it my intuition, is it myself, is it my higher self, is my spirit team, like, who is giving me all these instructions right now? But the path hadn't been, well, I also said to pay attention to that yesterday, didn't I? Anyway, wow. And I'm gonna come to another thing when it comes to all this, because all this actually shows that you are in alignment if you see all the signs and follow the guidance. But yeah, I see this path on my right side that I never noticed it because that it wasn't there before, because they, like I have shown, or maybe I haven't, I think I talked about it, that the forest that I normally adventure into, they are like destroying it. They are like removing all the trees and doing other things that my spirit doesn't really agree on, but I guess that is life on planet Earth. That is the cycle of rebirth. But because they removed all the trees, there was like a path, and I followed that path. And it actually led me to a place where I actually could get closer to the purple field of flowers. And there was like a fallen tree, and I was sitting on this tree and I was just staring and enjoying the moment. It was very peaceful. On the way back, I saw a very unique beetle. I'm gonna post a picture. This reading has turned into signs and synchronicities, but there is always purple. There's always purpose. Purple. Apropos, I did say that, didn't I? Thank you, whatever you are, sitting on the purple flower. I did say that, not in yesterday's readings, but the reading before where I showed the flowers, where I said pay attention to red, purple and pink. I don't think these were the flowers because they were a little bit more purplish. I really want to know what kind of flowers it is. If any of you guys know, let me know. But I saw this beetle, and beetles are a sign of transformation, protection. They are connected with ancient Egypt or just ancient gods. And after, when I was on my way back, I saw a bunch of dragonflies. We all know dragonflies are a sign of love and new beginnings. And that is also where, like, again, I saw the 333 numbers played. So today has been filled with synchronicities, and it was after that I got that aha. Realization. I just got told to actually post this out already today, so okay, sorry, we just got disrupted by spirit. Did you guys see that? Oh, I removed but I want this to be a part of the daily reading for tomorrow, but okay. Okay, what was I saying? Shit, I don't know. Spirit, you put me off track. No, you actually put me back on track. Thank you. It's a sign of being in alignment. If you see all the synchronicities and signs, and you also read into it because you understand it. So I want you guys to really pay attention to all the signs and the symbols. So I guess this is actually not a daily reading. This is the reading that is going to be posted today as a bonus reading, because I already was actually guided to do a bonus reading, but I wanted to record it after, but I guess we're doing it today. We're doing it first, but maybe it makes sense with tomorrow. Can you guys feel the shift? It's happening. Still pay attention to purple, pink and red. Actually, now that we say that, and I just paid attention to purple because we have purple lavender in the garden, which is very symbolic because I thought they were dead, like I thought the plant was dead. Actually, before I went to Manchester, I was like, oh, that's sad. But when I came back, and I'd just been gone for 4 days, it blossomed and bloomed. So yeah. Also, now that we are talking and chatting, I saw a video on TikTok about a lady who showed how, like, she spoke with grantræ. What you call that? Like, we actually have it in the garden, and I tried it and it actually works. And I guess it doesn't matter what tree or plant you're talking with, but she spoke with it, and she said that she was like close to it but still at a distance, and she was like speaking to the tree, the branch, whatever you want to call it, to move closer to her lips, and it did it. And I even, you know, like on the phone, I was like seeing if she moved, and she didn't, but the tree did. So what have we learned today too? That we can talk with plants. The plants are always listening, always. Okay. And also another thing I read the other day is that with trees' root systems, maybe, and this is maybe also connected with what we have spoken about with our dreams being rooted. Maybe there's a connection here, but trees are rooted down into the earth, and they warn each other if there is like catastrophic events, or I guess they warn each other like no matter what's happening. And I thought about that with the forest, like all the trees probably warned each other when all the big machines came in and ripped their sisters and their neighbors up from the ground, cut them down. But what is there to learn from that with us rooting our dreams? Well, maybe that we are all connected, and we are also connected with everything else, and if there is something that we are not supposed to do, we will get a warning, which could obviously be one of our chakras being entangled, being out of balance, like me having this like back thing. And I have tried to do yoga poses. It's not to be stretched out, so I don't know what to do. Anyone out there? It's so strange because it is on my right side, close to the shoulder blades. No matter what I do, it's just still there. And I even take magnesium, so that it shouldn't be possible. So that's my root system trying to tell me something about my emotions, which is probably not to overthink. And again, today I did get all the signs that everything is in alignment, like I am in alignment. Sandra, you are in alignment. And alignment has actually become my favorite new word. So I ask you, what is your favorite new word? Share that in the comments. It might also be alignment. I think we are going to wait with this for the daily reading, and I'm gonna take a card from the Monology Oracle cards. Yeah. But now that I was guided to also speak about two other cards that was at the back of the deck that I want to talk about in the daily reading for tomorrow, I guess we are speaking about that too. They obviously was not cards that popped out, but after I tapped into the cards that did pop out, I looked at the back, and I did see the Four of Swords reverse and the Six of Wands, which once again, why are we so 14 why are we so white? We are coming out of a stuck energy, a resting energy, which that is the energy we have spoken about. So I guess it actually makes sense why Spirit wants me to speak about it. We are coming out of an energy of being hopeless and into an energy of being hopeful. And I actually had a chit chat with my spirit team about that on my walk, where I was like, I know I get all these signs that something is happening, but it's hard to be hopeful, or I'm afraid to be hopeful. And one of my guides stepped in and said, Sandra, it's not about being hopeful. It's about being aligned. And that actually changed the way that I see hope. Because sometimes when we speak about hope, we can get stuck 15 on like, oh, we need to be hopeful. We always need to be hopeful. Just, you know, just hope and everything will be good. And that sometimes is a hard thing for the human. But turning it around and being like, oh, I'm in alignment. That is something else. But it comes down to hope. Wow. And I say that because I pay attention to these cards on the back as well. The star, the reversed 8, I believe. I'm always confused about these cards. 8 of Swords, Judgments, and the Sun reversed. Yeah, we are starting to be hopeful, but under that hope is alignment, which is a way easier way of seeing it. Isn't that lovely? It's not really like my tea is that's warm anymore. On the back here we actually have full moon in Aquarius. I don't know why I feel like I need to speak over the wind. Show the world the real you. Do you do that? New moon. A new start is coming. Show the world the real you. It's like a match. It's purple. I love when all the things just make sense. We didn't even shuffle. Like this fits perfectly into the black. Like the missing piece, the alignment. Yeah. And also we have a full moon and a new moon, right? After we just had the full moon in Sagittarius, which I feel for a lot of us was about letting go, finally, of all the stuff, realizing stuff, and you know, just, yeah, just allowing yourself to be, and that is alignment. So the new is coming. Maybe that's actually the only thing I need to say with this, and then I can continue on to the daily reading. Someone did mention yesterday that you wanted me to do longer reading, so here you are. This is a longer reading. So I will obviously in the future also create more or post longer videos. But I think I have that's something else today. I have been a little bit lost, I think, with YouTube. Like how my content should be, what I want to do. So things are probably also shifting in that department. But for now I'm just flowing and doing. But people, today I have 10-year anniversary with YouTube. I have been on YouTube for 10 years. And I spoke with a friend about this today, because I actually had a moment where I was like, yeah, it's been 10 years, but it's not really like I have 10 million subscribers, or, you know, I don't feel like I have the thing that I should have with 10 years of YouTube. And once again I was reminded, and actually Kiri was the one starting this reminder back when I only had, I don't know, did I have 9,000 subscribers or something like that? But my friend reminded me of what Kiri also said back then, that look at it this way, and this is also for everyone out there who are doing YouTube. Think about those 100 views as people sitting in a room listening to you. If there is just 10 likes on a videos, it's 10 people sitting in a room being dedicated to you, being devoted. Here's the word that was haunting me yesterday. Oh, can also make me realize that I have been devoted to YouTube for 10 years. I just had to see the devotion word for something else. then it didn't get stuck in my mind. Wow, we're learning things today. But yeah, it's actually changed it also because especially with tarot readings, because I feel there is a lot of tarot readers out there, and in that business it's all about doing the the positive readings and the positive messages and the love and the, you know, that is the readings that get views. And I tried that, but it always felt wrong to me to try to create some kind of energy that would provoke more views and more subscribers. It didn't feel authentic to me, so I have just stayed true to myself. Even if I don't have millions of subscribers or 100,000 of subscribers or likes, this is our little community where we are learning from real experiences. We are going through real things. We are talking about things that are not so nice. But we are also healing through it. And even though I haven't done tarot for 10 years, I think maybe 5-6 years or something like that. Actually, for a long time my channel was just still. I didn't use it at all. And it started out as something completely different, which you probably can see with the older videos that I have. That's a past life right there. Past me. But I actually, with all that, had this like, wow, yeah, I devoted. I sticked with the program for 10 years. It's a decade of YouTube. And even if it's only 5 years of me doing tarot, a lot of you guys are actually the OGs. You have been with me since back then, and I'm so beyond grateful for that. Even if some of you pop in now and then, it doesn't matter, because it's as I always say, we get the readings and the messages when we are supposed to get the readings and the messages, and sometimes it's not every day. Sometimes it's just once a week or once a year. However, but with this anniversary, I also want to say thank you for everyone who has been with me for the past 5 to 6 years, and for whoever out there who maybe has even been with me since day one. Which is crazy. It's just in general a bit crazy to think about that I started creating this channel 10 years ago without really knowing where I was going with it. And here I am, very calm in my path. I don't know what I was about to say, but I'm just being me. It also makes me think back, especially when I started doing tarot readings, like I wanted to be perfect, and my English was not perfect. You guys remember, I was stumbling over my words. I couldn't even read up from the book. Like if I was reading something, it was so hard for me. So with this journey and through all of you guys, I have learned to calm down, take it slow, because that's something I needed to learn. Like speaking like this to a camera is very different than speaking normally, and it's very hard to be authentic when you are on camera. It took me a very long time, and it's also I get emotional. Shit. It's also for everyone out. I spoke so much that the camera ended, but it's also for all of you guys who are starting your tarot YouTube journey, no matter what it is. Doesn't have to be anything to do with tarot or TikTok or whatever. Not to give up, but just to be the authentic you, which we actually did get that, didn't we? Show the world the real you. That is what brought me further than anything. Or let me say it like this, me being authentic on YouTube, also when it comes to the content, is actually what kept me going. It is what first of all, it gave me the energy to continue in my own pace, and also me saying no or stopping doing the monthlies because I didn't have the energy for it, even if I knew that it would cost me subscribers and whatever else. But I stayed devoted to just do whatever I felt like doing in my own way. And no matter how long time you have been with me, I'm just grateful for each and one of you. If I know you or not, I'm very grateful for the, how can I say, I don't know why I want to say that, but for the role you have played in my life when it comes to YouTube. Yeah. And for everyone who is commenting and liking, it means the world. That's it. Because I think I've been speaking for over 26 minutes or something like that. But I will do the daily reading for tomorrow now. And again, once again, thank you so much for being a part of this journey, this channel. And let's see where the next 10 years is going to bring us. Bye.